Antarctica, a continent of ice and snow. For centuries it has remained largely unexplored, a vast and unforgiving wilderness at the bottom of the world. But beneath the frozen surface, secrets lie hidden. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as we unveil the truth about Antarctica's hidden past. Antarctica is a continent of contradictions. It's the coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth. Yet it holds the vast majority of the planet's fresh water, locked away in its massive ice sheets. In recent years, scientists have discovered evidence of ancient riverbeds, mountain ranges, and even fossilized forests, suggesting that Antarctica was once a much warmer and more hospitable place. But if such a civilization did exist, what happened to it? The answers, some believe, can be found in ancient maps. One such map is the Piri Reis Map, a Turkish naval chart dating back to the 16th century. This map shows the coastline of Antarctica with astonishing detail, including features that were only recently discovered using modern technology. How is it possible that a map from the 16th century could depict a continent that was supposedly unknown at the time? These ancient maps provide a tantalizing glimpse into a lost chapter of human history. The ancient world is replete with pyramids, from the sun-drenched sands of Egypt to the jungles of Central America. But what if pyramids weren't confined to these known civilizations? What if, hidden beneath the impenetrable ice of Antarctica, lie the ruins of even more ancient pyramids? Some researchers believe that the presence of pyramids in Antarctica is not as far-fetched as it may seem, pointing to compelling evidence buried within ancient maps and modern satellite imagery. If true, it would rewrite our understanding of history, challenging the accepted narrative of civilization's rise and fall. The Piri Reis Map, a source of endless fascination and debate, offers perhaps the most compelling evidence for the existence of ancient structures in Antarctica. This Turkish naval map, compiled in the 16th century, depicts the coastline of Antarctica with a level of detail that defies explanation, considering the continent was not officially discovered until centuries later. Features that could only have been mapped using advanced surveying techniques and a knowledge of Antarctica's landscape before it was encased in ice. Could the Piri Reis Map be evidence of an ancient civilization, one that possessed the technology to map the world with astonishing precision? Modern technology, in the form of satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar, has revealed intriguing anomalies beneath the Antarctic ice sheet, anomalies that some believe could be the ruins of ancient structures, including pyramids. These anomalies, often characterized by their geometric shapes and unusual thermal signatures, have sparked intense debate within the scientific community. Could these be the remnants of an ancient civilization, their secrets buried beneath miles of ice? The year is 1947. Enter Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a pioneering aviator and polar explorer, already renowned for his daring flights over the North and South Poles. Byrd embarks on a top-secret mission to Antarctica, dubbed Operation High Jump, a mission shrouded in mystery and controversy to this day. In his diary entries, later revealed to the public, Byrd described encountering something truly astonishing. During one of his flights over the Antarctic interior, Byrd's plane experienced a sudden and inexplicable malfunction. As his aircraft lost altitude, Byrd found himself flying over a vast valley, bathed in an ethereal light, a stark contrast to the endless white expanse he had become accustomed to. This valley, as described in Byrd's diary, was teeming with life, with lush vegetation and flowing rivers. As his plane descended further, Byrd claimed to have encountered strange flying machines, unlike anything he had ever seen before. The Agarthans explained to Byrd that their civilization had long ago chosen to retreat beneath the Earth's surface, seeking refuge from the turmoil and destruction that plagued the surface world. Byrd spent several days as a guest of the Agarthans, learning about their history, their culture, and their advanced technology. They showed him their cities, powered by a source of energy unknown to the surface world, and shared their wisdom about the interconnectedness of all things. Nevertheless, they entrusted Byrd with a message for the leaders of the surface world, a message of hope and a plea for peace. His encounter with the Agarthans left an indelible mark on Byrd. Upon his return to the surface world, he attempted to share his experiences and the Agarthans' message with his superiors, hoping to bridge the gap between two worlds. However, his story was met with skepticism and disbelief, dismissed as the ramblings of a man pushed to the brink by the harsh realities of exploration. But one thing is certain, Byrd's story, whether fact or fiction, has captured the imagination, fueling the enduring fascination with the possibility of a hidden world, waiting to be rediscovered. While Admiral Byrd's tale unfolded on the icy plains above, a similarly incredible story was brewing in the heart of Norway. Two brothers, Olaf and Jens Jansen, seasoned fishermen with the icy North Sea in their blood, embarked on a journey that would challenge their sanity and redefine their understanding of the world. Their story, often dismissed as a sailor's yarn, weaves a compelling narrative of a hidden world, accessed through a secret passage beneath the ice. Emerging from the maelstrom, the Jansens found themselves in uncharted waters, facing a towering wall of ice that stretched as far as the eye could see. Navigating their damaged vessel through a narrow channel in the ice, the Jansens discovered a passage, an impossibly smooth tunnel that burrowed deep into the heart of the ice wall. Driven by a mixture of fear and fascination, they cautiously steered their sloop into the unknown, the icy breath of the tunnel chilling them to their core. After what felt like an eternity, the tunnel opened into an immense cavern, a hidden world bathed in a warm, golden light. Overwhelmed by awe and trepidation, the Jansens navigated their sloop toward the city, their arrival met with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension by the inhabitants of this subterranean realm. The Jansens soon learned that they had stumbled upon Agartha, a hidden kingdom deep within the earth. The Agarthans possessed technology far surpassing anything known to the outside world. Their city, powered by a mysterious source of energy that harnessed the Earth's natural forces. The Jansens spent over 2 years in Agartha, immersing themselves in the culture and learning from the wisdom of their hosts. Despite the Agarthans' pleas for them to stay, the brothers decided to return to the surface world, carrying with them the knowledge and experiences that would forever alter their lives. The Jansens' return to the surface world was fraught with peril. Lost in the labyrinthine tunnels of ice, their journey back was even more harrowing than their initial descent. They emerged from the ice wall disoriented and disbelieving, their sloop battered but miraculously afloat. Upon their return to Norway, their story was met with disbelief and ridicule. Olaf, driven to despair by the rejection and unable to reconcile his experiences with the outside world, eventually retreated into silence, his incredible tale fading into obscurity. Jens, however, dared to share his account with a Swedish newspaper. His story, deemed too fantastic to be true, was met with scorn and derision. Deemed insane, Jens was committed to a mental asylum, where he languished for 28 years. His only solace during those long years of confinement was the diary he had kept, a detailed account of his experiences in Agartha, a testament to a hidden world that few believed existed. The tale of the Jansen brothers, much like Admiral Byrd's account, remains a controversial footnote in the annals of polar exploration. Dismissed by some as a hoax, a product of delusion, or a desperate bid for attention, it continues to intrigue those who dare to look beyond the veil of accepted history, seeking evidence of a world hidden beneath the ice, a world that challenges everything we thought we knew about our planet and ourselves. Upon his return from Antarctica, Admiral Byrd, a decorated war hero and renowned explorer, found himself facing a different kind of battle. The man who had braved the harshest conditions on Earth, stared death in the face, and emerged a legend, was now considered a threat, his sanity questioned, his words twisted and suppressed. The powers that be, it seemed, were not ready to hear his truth. Byrd's attempts to share his incredible experiences in Agartha, his encounter with an advanced civilization hidden beneath the ice, were met with resistance from the highest levels of government. He was ordered to remain silent, his diaries confiscated, his story deemed too dangerous for public consumption. The world, still grappling with the aftermath of a devastating war, was not ready for such a revelation. The weight of his secret, the knowledge of a hidden world, a civilization far ahead of its time, became a heavy burden for Byrd to bear. He had witnessed firsthand the potential for peace and harmony that Agartha represented, yet he was forbidden from sharing this knowledge, from potentially guiding humanity towards a brighter future. The price of truth, it seemed, was silence, a silence enforced by those who believed they knew what was best for mankind, even if it meant suppressing knowledge that could change the course of history. Byrd, bound by his duty and loyalty to his country, reluctantly obeyed, his dreams of bridging the gap between two worlds shattered against the wall of secrecy. Despite the pressure to remain silent, Admiral Byrd refused to let the truth be buried entirely. In subtle ways, he defied the gag order, dropping hints of his experiences in interviews and public appearances. His words, carefully chosen, hinted at a world beyond imagination, a world that held the key to humanity's future. In a now famous interview given shortly before his death, Byrd issued a cryptic warning, his words echoing with urgency and concern. He spoke of a new threat emerging from the polar regions, a threat that could potentially eclipse the destructive power of any weapon mankind had ever known. Byrd's words, though veiled in metaphor, hinted at a danger far greater than mere military might. He spoke of a technological superiority possessed by those who resided in the hidden lands beyond the poles, a technology that could be used for good or evil, depending on the intentions of those who wielded it. His final warning, a message delivered on his deathbed, was a plea for humanity to choose a different path, to embrace peace and understanding, to shed the chains of greed and aggression that threatened to destroy everything. Byrd's words, though largely ignored at the time, resonate with even greater urgency today, as we grapple with the consequences of our actions and the uncertain future that lies ahead. Following Admiral Byrd's death in 1957, his story, along with his diaries and any official records of his encounters in Agartha, vanished into the labyrinthine archives of government secrecy. The official narrative, a carefully constructed facade, portrayed Byrd as a national hero, a pioneer of polar exploration. His claims of a hidden civilization were dismissed as the ramblings of a man pushed to the edge by the unforgiving conditions of the Antarctic wilderness. However, the truth, like a seed buried deep within the frozen ground, refused to die. Byrd's story, kept alive by whispers and rumors, found its way into the hands of independent researchers, authors, and adventurers. Each sought to unravel the mystery and expose the truth hidden beneath layers of official denial. Despite attempts to discredit Byrd's accounts, to paint him as a delusional old man, his story refused to be silenced. The sheer volume of evidence, from ancient maps depicting Antarctica with astonishing accuracy to unexplained anomalies detected beneath the ice, pointed towards a truth far more profound than the official narrative would have us believe. The legacy of Admiral Byrd, a man who dared to challenge the boundaries of human understanding, remains a testament to the enduring power of truth. His story, though suppressed and manipulated, continues to inspire those who seek answers, those who refuse to accept the official narrative at face value, and those who dare to believe in a world beyond the limitations of our current understanding. Meanwhile, in a secluded mental institution in Norway, Jens Jansen, the surviving brother of the restoration and expedition, lived out his days haunted by memories. Deemed insane, he was confined to a world of shadows and whispers, his story dismissed as mad ramblings. His diary, a detailed account of Agartha, became his solace and prison. He filled its pages with meticulous descriptions of the Agarthan civilization, their peaceful way of life, and their warnings for mankind. Authorities confiscated his diary, labeling it the product of a disturbed mind. Jens never wavered in his conviction despite skepticism and ridicule. As years turned into decades, Jens became a ghost, a forgotten soul lost in the system. His warnings were ignored, his story buried beneath official denial. The institution's walls mirrored the silence of those in power, determined to keep the truth hidden. The world, oblivious to warnings, continued its path of unchecked ambition, unaware of the potential consequences, the price of progress measured in the suppression of truth. The ancient astronaut theory, the idea that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in the distant past, shaping our civilization and leaving behind indelible marks on our culture, is a topic that has fascinated and divided researchers, historians, and the public alike. While the Anunnaki, as described in ancient Sumerian texts, have taken center stage in this debate, there is growing evidence to suggest that they may not have been the first, nor the only extraterrestrial visitors to grace our planet. Across the globe, from the Americas to Africa, from Asia to the islands of the Pacific, ancient cultures developed complex belief systems, advanced technologies, and architectural marvels that continue to baffle modern scholars. These civilizations, separated by vast oceans and seemingly insurmountable geographical barriers, shared striking similarities in their myths, their art, and their understanding of astronomy, suggesting a common thread, a shared influence that transcended time and space. Could these similarities be mere coincidence, the product of parallel evolution and independent cultural development? Or do they point towards a more profound explanation, a shared connection to something far more ancient and enigmatic, something that predates the Anunnaki and challenges our very understanding of human history? The evidence, scattered across the globe like pieces of a cosmic puzzle, suggests that the Anunnaki were merely one chapter in a much larger story, a story that stretches back millennia to a time when our ancestors looked to the stars with a mixture of awe and fear, their lives intertwined with the movements of celestial bodies and the influence of beings from beyond our world. The ancient Maya, renowned for their sophisticated understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and timekeeping, left behind a legacy of intricate carvings, towering pyramids, and a complex cosmology that continues to intrigue us today. Their myths speak of beings from the stars, gods who descended from the heavens, bringing knowledge and technology. One of the most intriguing figures is Kukulkan, the feathered serpent deity associated with knowledge, creation, and time. Depicted as a serpent adorned with feathers, Kukulkan symbolizes both earthly and celestial power. Could these serpent gods be more than mythological figures? Could they be based on real encounters with beings who possessed advanced technology and knowledge? The evidence suggests that the Mayan pantheon, like many others around the world, may have been influenced by something truly extraordinary, something that challenges our conventional understanding of history and our place in the cosmos. As we venture into ancient mythology, we find celestial beings, gods, and heroes descending from the heavens, influencing human civilization. From the Egyptians to the Inca, divine intervention is a recurring motif in ancient cultures. Osiris, associated with resurrection and civilization, symbolizes rebirth and power. His myth involves a journey to the underworld, bringing enlightenment to humanity. Similarly, Viracocha emerged from Lake Titicaca, creating humanity and civilization. These gods share striking similarities, suggesting a shared archetype or common source. Could these parallels point towards a shared archetype, transcending geographical boundaries? The evidence suggests that ancient pantheons may have been shaped by something extraordinary. Perhaps these myths hold a kernel of truth, a memory of beings from the stars shaping our world. Antarctica, the frozen continent at the bottom of the world, holds within its icy embrace a mystery that reaches far beyond its glacial shores. Ancient maps hint at a time when Antarctica was a very different place, perhaps even home to a civilization capable of feats we can only marvel at today. The accounts of Admiral Byrd and the Jansen brothers, though often dismissed, resonate with a ring of truth. the possibility of a hidden world beneath the ice, a world populated by advanced beings, is a tantalizing prospect. Is it possible that the stories of Agartha, a subterranean utopia, are more than just myths and legends? The Antarctic enigma challenges us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our planet, our history, and our place in the cosmos. The journey to unravel the mysteries of Antarctica is not for the faint of heart. It requires a willingness to question everything, to delve into the realms of speculation and conjecture, to embrace the unknown with both curiosity and skepticism. It is a journey that takes us beyond physical exploration, into the depths of our own consciousness, challenging us to confront our biases and limitations. The Antarctic enigma forces us to reconsider our place in the grand scheme of things. It is a call to awaken from our collective slumber, to break free from preconceived notions, and to embrace the possibility that the universe holds secrets far beyond our imaginings. The truth is out there, buried beneath layers of ice. Whether we choose to heed the call is a choice each of us must make. But one thing is certain, the mysteries of Antarctica will continue to beckon.